My name is Mary Wollard, and I graduated from Ripley High School in 1998, and I currently live in Ripley on a small cattle farm in Brown County, Ohio. I am a small business owner in the accounting and financial field. With my business, we do tax preparation, monthly, year-to-date accounting, and also payroll services. And my role in the business is that I'm the owner, and I currently am one person who does it all right now. I graduated from Southern State Community Colleges with my associates in accounting, and then furthered that with a bachelor's at Northern Kentucky University. Graduated with a bachelor's in science, majoring in accounting. And then from there, I started working at a small accounting firm once I graduated for many years. For starting my own firm, a lot of it had to do with family. I have 3 children, all different ages. So I had been thinking about this for the last couple years, but never decided to take the leap. And honestly, COVID kind of pushed me to that because my children were doing virtual, and my current boss at the time was very understanding. But if we were going to have to go through a second year of virtual learning, there was no way that we could do it. For anyone that's interested in going about this journey, I would say you just need to do the research for it. I mean, with what I do, a lot of it is based on experience because I have about 15 years in experience of doing tax preparation. But I think that anybody can look into doing bookkeeping, accounting, and payroll by taking classes. QuickBooks is a program that I use for a lot of my bookkeeping and payroll, and they offer wonderful training that you can do virtual, or you can actually go to classes in person to do. They will teach you step by step on how to get started, and you just have to jump in and do it. And then as you are working it, you're going to gain more experience, and you're going to come along different situations, and you'll know how to handle them. Having a college background is not necessarily needed. I think it's definitely helpful, but I have a lot of acquaintances that are bookkeepers in general. They don't do tax preparation, but they do a lot of bookkeeping for clients. And they started just by taking the classes. They started taking classes that QuickBooks offers. There is something called the National Association of Bookkeepers, and you actually would do classes, programs, and there's a certification that you can earn at the end that has to be renewed every year by taking continuing education classes. So you would always be up to date on any changes that have happened. But that is somebody that could just go into, if they had a job and they wanted to change career paths, that's something that they could do on their own without having to go back to college to do more. What's surprising is that I spend a lot of time on the phone with the IRS for income taxes. Clients don't get their things in the mail, whether it's a refund or the letter that they're looking for. And they think it's super easy for me to just call the IRS and talk to someone one-on-one all the time, where in reality, I'm on the phone for 2 to 3 hours for one client just to get through. Right now, the IRS is so backlogged that that's about my typical time frame. And I had 2 people just this week ask me to call the IRS to check on things. And I try to call first thing in the morning. I usually leave it on speakerphone and just go about my day to do other things. But that would probably be the most surprising, because I feel like sometimes people feel like that I'm here with nothing to do and just they're here just to handle their problem right now. And that's not necessarily true either, because I'm usually doing multiple things throughout the day, and trying to find time to call the IRS can be a chore. And a lot of them say that I look so happy to help them and that they see that I enjoy my job. But a lot of it has to do with the fact that I really love numbers, and I love trying to figure out how to solve the problem. Like if they end up owing, or if they get a credit and they get a refund. Like income taxes is probably my favorite love between all 3 that I do, compared to the accounting and the payroll. It's just something that's part of it. But I would say that if you have a knack for numbers, it will definitely help. Another thing that I'm passionate about is just customer service in general with clients, because I feel like you need to give them that one-on-one attention. So that probably hurts me a little bit too, because I'm learning about boundaries with being a self-employed business owner. But those 2 things I think would make anybody be successful in this field.